Shalom. First and foremost, we
Fire.
give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Death.
Double honors to the Apostle Elders Great Millstone, and salute to the street brothers out there, preachers, words, sharing their truth. All right, just wanted to bring out some scriptures, Bible scriptures.
Tell me what you remember.
The Greek Empire.
A wife?
This movie Odyssey that came out. I actually watched it.
A son.
Early this morning. It was a pretty
And then
good
what?
fit. Of course, it's Greek, so
We won the war.
Greek mythology.
Help me go home.
This is a household waiting for master. I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is
The
coming
Holy
back.
Bible.
No, he's not.
Maccabees.
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
You're pining for a daddy
Alexander,
you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance.
Four generals.
Bringing it all.
I need everyone at this party dead.
I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control
I
this.
looked up the Trojan War on Wikipedia just to do a little historical research. It said the Trojan War is a legendary conflict in Greek mythology that took place around the 13th century, early 12th century BC. War was waged by Canis Greeks against the city of Troy after Paris of Troy took Helen from her husband Menelaus, king of Sparta. The war is one of the most important events in Greek mythology. It has been narrated through many works of Greek literature. All right, and a lot of them philosophers, they were Israelites. Socrates. What's the other guy? It's another few other philosophers that was in the time of Maccabees, not Maccabees, but time of Alexander. Let me grab this in First Maccabees. First Maccabees 1. All right. Judas Maccabees, he was an Israelite, and the Lord put the Spirit on him, to come against the Greeks, because we were being persecuted by, what's that fool name? Antiochus, Epiphanes. All right, so the Lord put the Spirit on Judas Maccabees to, get at the Greeks, man, which are Edomites. All right. They said Esau, Edom is the so-called white man. All right. So in the Genesis, the 25th chapter, it said First Maccabees 1:1. It said, and it happened. This is just a little history on the Greeks, right? And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip of Macedonia, who came out of the land of Chittim. All right. It's an island, a Greek island. Greece got a lot of islands too, man. It said, has smitten Darius, king of Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead first over Greece. All right. So Philip of Macedon, he was that primary character that, you know, took over the Persians and Medes Empire, man. All right, because the Persians and the Medes, they took over the Babylonians, and Persians were took over by the Greeks, and the Greeks were taken over by the Romans. All right, so the Greeks and Romans were Edomites, you know, that was fighting each other. And Rome, the Romans, you know, took that instead of being that fourth beast, you know, prophetically speaking in the scriptures, you know. And fast forward into America, America ain't nothing but the fourth beast coming back, basically, the Roman Empire, all right, which you go over under the names of America, NATO, EU countries, all right, the modern day Roman Empire, man, all right. The wound of that fourth beast was healed, okay. But going back to this, it said that he reigned in the stead the first over Greece and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew kings of the earth, all right, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations. And we go back to Daniel, the second chapter. You know, Daniel, prophesied broke down the dream of Nebuchadnezzar about the statue. You know, the head of gold was Babylon. All right, the chest was the Greece. The legs was the Romans. You know, and the toes were the America, Rome coming back, America, NATO, EU nations. All right. So just living in the last, America is basically the last rulership on the planet Earth for the heathens, you know, and that was given to the nation of Esau, Edom. All right, as being, you know, the toes. Hey, man, Esau ruled for a long time, man. Think about it, man. He ruled from the Greeks, Romans, now America, man. You know. He had that, you know, Esau had his little, you know, break, you know, that 1,000-year break, you know. Jacob was ruling in Europe, you know, whatnot for 1,000 years, but Esau, Edom, man, they've been ruling for a minute, man. They done had the longest the longest rulership out of all the heathens, man. Just think about it. Verse 4, he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. All right. So, where the known land, the known world, Greece conquered, man, you know, those vassal states were tributaries, man. All right. Unto Alexander, you know. Yeah, his father was a Philip, the Macedonian, yeah. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die, wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule, every one in his place, and after his death they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Yeah, the Edomites, man. You know, yeah, Ptolemy, he was ruler of Egypt, around, you know, over there, Egypt, you know, that's where you get Alexander, Egypt from, because the Greeks named that, you know, after themselves, Seleucus. All right. What's the other two? Is it Lasamicus? I believe in Cassander, if I'm not mistaken. All right. It said, and there came of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes. So he was the most wickedest out of the 4 generals. Well, no, he came out of Seleucus. So out of that Seleucus, Antiochus raised up, and they was ruler over like Syria, the Syrian, the country of Syria, around that area, man. It says, son of Antiochus, the king who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of Greece. All right, so he was the most wickedest Edomite that put hell on our people, man. That's why the scripture pinpointed that nigga, man, because he was a very cruel Lord, man. All right. It said in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them we had much sorrow. All right, so this is when Antiochus, he laid his claws inside of our people, man. The Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. And it was a lot of wicked Israelites that served, kissed the ass of Antiochus Epiphanes, man. And the whole Greek, their Greek heritage, that Greek way of life, man. Let's see. Yeah, so let me read 13. It said, then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them the license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, which is a gym. They basically worked out naked according to the customs of the heathen. All right. And that was one of the customs, working out naked. That's a heathenistic lifestyle of the Greeks. And who made themselves uncircumcised. All right, so that's breaking up Heavenly Father's law, Yahweh. And forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. All right, so Israel had a lot of our people, joining to that Greek lifestyle. Same thing with the Romans, same thing with Americans, man. America, because America adopts all the Greek and Roman gods any damn way, It said, now when the kingdom was established for Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he may have the dominion of 2 realms. And Egypt was belonged to Ptolemy. Okay. Let's see if I can grab a little bit more, because this is just a lot of history, being broken down, about the Greeks, the heavy hand that the Greeks, had over us, let's see. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, it's a lot of history. If you take upon yourself to read Maccabees, you got first Maccabees and you got second Maccabees. Okay, it gets in a lot of history. That was written by the scope of our people, Israel. All right. And that's when you get into, the New Testament, the journeys, the evangelical journeys that Apostle Paul, had during his time that he was teaching. A lot of our people were stuck in that Greek state of mind, and also the Roman state of mind, which is the same damn thing, man. The Greeks and Romans, the gods were the same, but they had different names. You know, the same ideologies. You know, but yeah, our people was in Rome. Our people were in Greece. That's when you get the Book of Corinthians. All right, our people was in Turkey. You know, the Book of Ephesians. You know, Romans. Our people were in Rome. You know, all over Europe, all over Greece, Rome, all that, man. And our people were stuck in that heathenistic state of mind, man. That's why the Lord, Yahweh Shai, sent Paul to, because he was fluent in what's that, Latin, and he was fluent in Greeks, you know, the Greek tongue, you know. So yeah, this is a lot of history, man, you know. And the movie Odyssey, man, is a pretty good movie, you know. So, about Greek, Jacob was back there in Greece, man, being a Greek, man, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.